Yo. Grand Rising YouTube. Today video, I'm gonna be talking a little bit softer, but if you give me one moment, for today's lesson, we have in store a recap. Just really quickly gonna recap my last couple videos. Now that I said that, since I'm talking about it, superpowers is the theme of this video. Now, if you give me just a second, same tone. If you give me just a second, same tone. I'm gonna find something. Like, I feel energetic right now, and hopefully I'll be able to just, knock this out the park. Brain common, inner conflict and struggle. Ooh, blue. All right. So for today's video, getting into how to like really just talking about superpowers and getting into it. How can you activate your superpowers right off the bat, right away? Boom, bang, boom, bang, boom. First off, damn, this is an easy subject. It's so easy, but it's like, damn, where the fuck do I begin? Excuse me for cursing. Excuse a couple other things too. Excuse the colors of my room. I really want to get to painting. I feel like this painting is going, listen to me, is going to happen. While it's fresh on my mind, I want to talk about charging your body, right? So how to become more powerful. We know that the greatest weapon is always going to be where? Inside. We know as above, so below. The strength inside of me is the strength above me. There's no strength above me that's outside of me. This is talking about the hell realm and the heaven realm merging together as one. And if I didn't say this, the hell realm and the heaven realm, when you take those realms, divisions, and you combine them, what you get is the Satano realm. The holy realm. That's gonna be for today's topic, the holy realm. In the holy realm, in the Santos realm, you can control anything. You can control anything. You can control time. You can actually choose when time starts and when time finishes and when time doesn't start. You can choose when time starts, and you can choose when time has to stop. Counting is very powerful. Are we talking about power? Are we talking about power or superpowers? I might have to put it in the title or in the description, but right now I'm gonna show you guys my powers. All right, I'm gonna show you my powers. Right now, my power is, where's my power at? I can't feel my face. That's my power. My power is not being able to feel my face. 2-5. Yes, in my other video 11, I talked about 2 really being, yo, you know what? I'm feeling this. I'm feeling my face a lot. I'm feeling my face. Right now, I'm feeling my face with my eyes. Feeling my face with my eyes. And really what's happening is my eyes are becoming bigger than the room. My eyes is becoming bigger than the room. For those For those of you who are alphas, omegas, and zetas, all right, I'm gonna tell you how you get your power way up, way high, like Super Saiyan status, all right? If you're watching this video, you can be at one of two places. You can be at the realm, sitting in your room right now, in your reality. You can say like, yo, this guy he's on the 7th gate. That's what the satanic realm is. The satanic realm is when you have all 7 gates under your control, just like in the palm of your hand, under your control. You have all 7 gates open, ready to go. That's the satanic realm. Right now, my dogs are asleep. It's good. That's the satanic realm. Santos realm. What was I talking about? So you might be one of 3 people. You might be a cardinal motherfucker. You might be a nigga that's really low in the frequency on this 3D shit, on this 3rd dimensional frequency where you just grounded in on a physical and you don't know much else other than eat, shit, and sleep and shower and shave. Talking to the brothers, talking to the brothers and the sisters in the room. Eat, sleep, shit, shave, shower. You might say, yeah, look at him. I can beat him. But just because you beat someone up physically don't really mean that you won. So what is power? Power is really just energy. It's energy. It's the inevitable. Power is grandeur. Grandeur like father. Grandeur like ether. You can't be greater than the cosmos. I'm sorry. You can become one with the cosmos. Now that's smart. So you got your zetas. Your zetas are like regular humans. If you a regular human, you a zeta. Not to say that you least powerful, but thought bubbles. If you a zeta, then you're kind of like, maybe if you watch Dragon Ball, I know you do. If you watch Dragon Ball, then you'll be like what's her name? I forget her name. V. I want to say Velma, but Velma is from Scooby-Doo. It's not Violet. Velma, Violet. It's not V. It can't be V. Anyway, it starts with a V. I forget her name. She's like Trunks' mother or Pam's mother or something like that. Krillin would be a very good Zeta, because Krillin is a nigga. He like Krillin, man. And mind you, is that like body. You know, so body does come into play, but spirit, Kundalini in your body. So you can be real short. You can be real short, motherfucker. Have like you don't got the greatest body in the world, but because of your spirit and your Kundalini energy, you have learned to turn into a hare. You're not slow like a tortoise. You learn to turn into a hare. You might have weaponized your hairs. You might have weaponized your skin, which is your keratin, and so on and so forth. A alpha, you can be a zeta. A alpha can be anyone. Alpha is a chameleon. A alpha is an alpha in his environment, in his domain. Period. Before period. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? So friends and family, what are we talking about? We're talking about alphas, we're talking about zetas. We're talking about omegas. I'm gonna put this in that title because I did a video, and and you know how it is. Sometimes we do a video, we gotta do a video. Sometimes when we do a video, so this is that video. Powers. circle. A circle is power. A circle is power. A lot of people don't know this, but they'll show you circles when you want to have power, because the number 2, I'm talking about 25. I'm talking about completion. 25 is completion. 25 makes 7. 25 also makes 3. You gotta be careful. But 23 makes 1, and 23 makes 5. But I'm talking about 25, so look alive. Play kings, take a shot. Take a shot every time I say C. But look, see. So yeah, so look, 25. I'm sorry if I'm spinning around a lot. I got a small room. So 25 is the Kundalini. The 2 and the 10 spot of 25 is Kundalini. And the 5 represents the actual body, the bone, the marrow, the blood. The 2 is the Kundalini, the water, the fire, the electric, and the wind and air, the electric. The number 2 is the life body, the seminal fluid, the spinal fluid, which is the seminal fluid. Without the number 2, you can't get number 5. Because without the soul, you're just gonna be a shell, a husk. So now that you know where these powers come from, where they derive from, what should I talk about next? Training your superpowers. One way you can train your powers is by charging yourself, charging your body, Right here, if you look at my hands, man. If you look at my hands, you can't tell me what a weapon is, because you fucking goddamn looking at it. You see? Take a shot. Take a shot. Now, real talk. So look. My fingers and my hands was not like this. Bro, that's it right there. See, just send that shit out. Boom. Oh shit. All right. This is just fun. Watch this. Water. Wind. Electricity. Whoa, that feels really good. Shit, let me stop. Hi. I feel like we got way too close. Do you feel like we got way too close? Anyway, damn, so what can I tell you about before I close out? I know you see it. Take a shot. Take a shot. I like this game. Nah, but I wanted to talk about something, man. I want to talk about, still with the same topic, superpowers, and then maybe, just maybe, I may talk a little bit more about this at a later time, but I want to, before I sign out, before I go and leave you guys, I want to give you a story that happened to me this week, and it has to do with powers, and today's a number 3 day, so you know, today it also snowed, even though it's pretty much done now. It snows a lot from all day, beginning of the morning, afternoon, and so on and so forth. And you know, it's just funny because, like, whenever you think about superpowers, like the movie Carrie, the movie The Shining, 51 or 25 weeks later, or 24 weeks later, or 51 weeks later, whichever one it is, 24 weeks later, you know, there was like, it started out like in a secret base, you know, where it's like, you know, like 21 weeks later, it's not about superpowers, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you get the gist, like the snow, superpowers, energy, just gamma radiation, and lots of power. So that's what I'm talking about. So we get this power through just eating properly. I want to just disclaimer: you can't eat no meats. Like, it's very important that you don't stick to meats. Meat is not power. Like, we used to think that eating like oxes will give you like the power of a bull, and judging by my high school pictures, like, it really was that case. Like, it really was that way. Like, I looked at just incredibly fucking buff. You know, like, my body resembled my kundalini. So like, I looked like a 22. I looked like a 22 when I was 16. I looked like the number 22, like, just straight up kundalini, like, just straight up, you know, muscle on muscle, 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 muscle. But it's not about that, because you can be in the greatest shape of your life. You can look healthy and not be healthy at all. Let me see what my thing is doing. Okay, it's still February 12th. It's still February 12th. Just checking. See? Take a shot. So it's still February 12th, and yeah, so like, you know, when it comes down to this, like, that's what I was getting at before. You know, remember earlier when I was telling you that it's not about how fast you progress. Like, really, if you wanna understand your powers, understanding your powers is really as simple as understanding your bote. When you understand your bote and what fuels your bote, then you will get your powers. Now, how do you know how strong you are potentially? Here's a trick. I just thought of this literally just right now, because I see some people, some Zetas of all people, which Bobby Hemmett would probably call the Zetas. He'll probably call them divas, meaning like they were the more recent to incarnate to this realm and reality that we're in. So I call them Zetas. You know, like, basically like Generation Z, or Generation I for like iPhone, or Generation I for internet. Like, these kids are star seeds. These kids are star seeds. And the thing about it is that just because you see the color of someone's skin, it doesn't mean anything, because they could be a star seed. Just like I'm indigo, or just like I can be an indigo. You know what I mean? Throw my burgundy on, man. Us indigo kids, man, we fucks with the burgundy, man. We were born in 1990, 92, and there's a secret, man. There's a secret about these numbers. We don't ever talk about our Nah, I don't know why we don't talk about our secrets, but there's a huge secret about us 90s babies. I don't know what to call the 90s babies, except for 90s babies. Like we're Generation Indigo, and shout out to my YouTubers out there, my conscious YouTubers. Y'all doing your thing, and y'all helping me to do my thing. So keep on shining brightly. I want to do that again. Keep on shining brightly, YouTubers, because y'all doing your thing out there, and it helps me to do my thing, because now I feel like I have less to teach. So basically, there's a war being waged on the Generation Y, Generation X, which is before my generation, which is like in their 30s now. I'm gonna be in my 30s already. I was born in 92. Some of you all maybe been born in 95, and for the kids, for some of you who were born in 2000s, man, y'all are super I super fuck with you. I fuck with you so much, man. It's hard to explain it, because 72, which is 9, which means we're still connected. The fact that I even thought of that number right now, it means we're still connected. So here's the thing: they want to drive a generational gap between the millennials of this, that, and that, all the way up until 30. So you know what? If we all on the same number, we all on the same wave, riding the spiritual 2, or riding the spiritual 9, the divine 9, or the spiritual 2, however you want to see it. You might be riding the 5. I don't ride the 5. I rep the 7 side, which is the 5 and the 2. So just so you know what to do. I rep the 7 side, which is the 5 and the 2. I don't rep the 5 by itself. I don't rep the 2 by itself, because that's just foolish. The 2 is Illuminati. The 2 is the world. But then again, that's also outside of me. Inside of me, the 2 is 11, because now I learned that 11 is also a 2 in disguise. No. Did I say it backwards? I'm gonna say a 2 would be an 11 in disguise. So, you know, I fucks with the number 11. I fucks with the number 3. You know, I fucks with the 7 side ultimately. So yeah. So now that you know I fucks with the 7 side, ultimately, let's get back to this conversation. He's talking about a lot. You definitely got on a huge little whatchamacallit. Did he say whatchamacallit? You see? Now you gotta take a shot. But yeah, I remember where I was at. My bad, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends. I'm doing my laundry right now, so you know I just gotta check. I just gotta check to see how this is going. Multitasking and whatnot while I move into my new apartment. Just getting renovated right now. But as you can tell, and the dogs are sleeping, as you can tell. But one way for you to test, I guess, your powers is if you had to take a guess. Like, I don't know how to really quantify this. Like, you can't measure this. Well, but if you were to measure it, you're gonna use volts. You're gonna use maybe joules, maybe voltages, things like that. So you use those things to help you figure this answer out, which I'm about to give you the question for. So if you could attach like jumpers, like attach a jumper cable to your body. Say if it was on one arm, one jumper cable on one arm, and another jumper cable on the other. How many voltages, two questions. How many voltages and how long? How many voltages and how long would you like be able to stand there and take that? If you can stand 10 seconds of high voltage, I'm just throwing out a number, you can take 10,000, your energy level is roughly 10,000. If you can take 20 seconds of high voltage, or a medium to high voltage, then your power level is on 20,000. Once you reach this 25,000, where you feel like you can take it, like you in pain, but you like, it's like, nigga, this ain't shit, I can take fucking, give me like 3 more, I'm ready to get off in like another 15 seconds, okay, that's it. You know what I mean? Like, if you that type of nigga, then basically that you know that you were saying. You know that you were saying. You might be a different type of a saying, but you still a saying. You might be a Zeta saying, but you still a saying. You might be a Alpha saying, but you know what? You've been a saying all your fucking life. You know what I mean? You've been a saying all your damn thing. That's what I'm saying. So that's just how you kind of test yourself. Like, if you know you are powerful, even though you've never even witnessed your powers before, then a good chance is you are powerful and you're only gonna grow stronger day by day. And with that said, you see I gotta go. Don't forget to take your shot if you're playing the drinking game. If not, then oh well. Catch you on the next video, YouTube. Peace.